Very good morning, friends. This section will be discussing about the India after independence. India after independence. Now let us see some important questions. When did the Indian Constitution came into effect? When did the Indian Constitution came into effect? Indian Constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950. 26th January 1950, Indian Constitution came into effect. Okay. How many people came to India after partition of India in 1947? How many people came to India from Pakistan after the partition of India in 1947? After partition, 8 million refugees has came to India from Pakistan in 1947. 8 million means 80 lakhs. 80 lakh peoples from the Pakistan came to India in 1947. Okay. Why did Nathuram Godse assassinate Gandhiji? Nathuram Godse disagreed with the Gandhi's convictions that a Hindu and Muslim should live together in harmony. That is, the Mahatma Gandhiji wanted Hindu and Muslims to live together in harmony in India. But Nathuram Godse disagreed with the Gandhiji's convictions that Hindus and Muslims should live together in harmony. So this is the reason why Nathuram Godse assassinated Mahatma Gandhiji. What was the population of India in 1947? In 1947, what was the population of India? India's population in 1947 was almost 345 million. 345 million was the population of India. 345 million is the population of India in 1947. That is a 34.5 crores of people. Okay. How many Indians were involved in forming the constitution? How many Indians were involved in the forming of constitution? That is, they are going to tell about the Constituent Assembly, the overall Constituent Assembly. The overall Constituent Assembly consists of people from all over, that is elected MPs from all over the India, elected MPs from different political parties, everywhere from India, from the each corner, each spheres of India came to Constituent Assembly. There were around 300 Indians were involved in forming the constitution, and the drafting committees, that is the father of the constitution, is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is considered to be the father of constitution. Okay. Then, when did the new state of Andhra Pradesh came into existence? When did the new state of Andhra Pradesh came into existence? The new state of Andhra Pradesh came into existence on 1st October 1953. On 1st October 1953, the new state called Andhra Pradesh came into existence. This came because of Potti Sriramalu. So, who was Potti Sriramalu? Potti Sriramalu was the veteran Gandhian. He is a veteran Gandhian. He is a follower of the Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji, who went on a hunger strike demanding the formation of Andhra state to protect the interest of the Telugu speakers. To protect the interest of the Telugu speaker, Potti Sriramalu, a veteran Gandhian, went to hunger strike demanding for the formation of Andhra state. He died in the hunger strike. This led to the formation of Andhra Pradesh, which came into existence on the 1st October 1953. Okay. Name two subjects of state list. Name two subjects of state list. The state list, we have many subjects. In this, name any two subjects. They are education and the health. Education. In the education, one and only the state can enact bills, and also in health is a state subjects. Okay. Who was the chairman of drafting committee of Indian constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee of Indian constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee of Indian constitution. What is meant by universal adult franchise? Very good question. What is meant by the universal adult franchise? Universal adult franchise means that everybody above the age of 18, everybody who has attained the age of 18, before that, that is at the time of enforcement, it was 21 years. Now, after the After the prime ministerships of Rajiv Gandhi, it was changed to 18. Okay, universal adult franchise means that everybody above the age of 18, regardless of any caste, he may belong to any caste, any class, any religion, any gender, any race, but he have the right to vote. This is the universal adult franchise means that everybody above the age of 18, regardless of the caste, regardless of the class, regardless of the religion, regardless of the gender, regardless of the race, can have the right to vote. So, what were the points of focus on second 5 year planning? Second 5 year planning. Okay, the second 5 year planning focused strongly on the development of the heavy industries, then such as the steels and also the building of large dams. The second 5 year plan focused strongly on the development of the heavy industries such as steel and on the developing or building of large dams. Okay, who were against the creation of Andhra state on the basis of language? Who were against the creation of Andhra state on the basis of language? Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Deputy Prime Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel were against the creation of the state on basis of language. On the basis of language, the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Deputy Prime Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel were against the creation of the states on the basis of the language. But the hunger strike made by the Potti Sriramulu forced the government to create a new state of Andhra Pradesh which came into existence on the 1st October of 1953. Okay, when was the Bhilai steel plant set up? When was the Bhilai steel plant was set up? Bhilai steel plant was set up with the help of Soviet Union, USSR. Soviet Union in 1959. In 1959, Bhilai steel plant was set up. When did our government set up the planning commission and why? In 1950, our government set up the planning commission to help design and execute suitable policies for the economic development of India. For the economic development of India, we have to design and execute the suitable policies. For this purpose, in 1950, our government set up planning commission. Okay. What was the basic objective of foreign policy of independent India? What was the basic objective of the foreign policy of independent India? The basic objective of the foreign policies of independent India was non-alignment. Non-alignment. That is, not to join either of the two major alliances. What were the two major alliances? American alliances or Soviet Russian alliances. So the basic objective of the foreign policy of independent India was non-alignment, that is not to join either of the two major alliances, the American alliances or Soviet alliances. How many princely states were there at the time of partition? How many princely states were there at the time of partition? There were almost 500. There were almost 500 princely states in the India at the time of partition. That is approximately, accurately when we say 545 will be the princely states. There were almost 500 princely states in India at the time of partition. What was the reason behind the division of Pakistan into two states? Pakistan was divided into two states, Pakistan and Bangladesh, when the Bengali speakers of the East felt that their language was being suppressed. So this is the reason the Pakistan was divided into two states, Pakistan and Bangladesh, when the Bengali speakers of the East of Bangladesh, felt that their language was being suppressed. Name two subjects of concurrent list. Already we have spoke about the state list. The education and health is under the state list. Name the two subjects of concurrent list. Forest and agriculture. Forest is available. That is, they can make bills. The central government also make a bill, and the state government can also make a bill. So this is called concurrent list. Okay, friends. Thank you.